You're watching Weekend at Gabe's, and I'm Weekend Gabe. This latest episode was brought to you by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower. Use our code W@G for an exclusive 15% discount when visiting their site. Tell them I sent you. Now enjoy the show. All right, let's get into our next guest, the Dan Hofman, aka Hoofy Baby. He has two of the biggest singles out there in Chicago right now, and he is the man behind it. It's a pleasure to introduce him to the show here on Weekend at Games. How are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for
Listen,
coming on, man.
we have a lot of questions. I hope it doesn't feel like an interrogation,
Oh
but
no,
we got to get.
bring it with me. But before we start, there's a few people I do want to thank because there's a lot of this that would not happen if it wasn't for them. I want to go with Banks the Genius for mixing everything. He makes this sound phenomenal. I want to go with Owl Kid, who does all my artwork. You can see one of his paintings right here.
Incredible.
Yeah, you will not see anything, any covers or whatever without him doing it. And then I'm gonna go with Colleen. You would not hear a song. This project wouldn't have happened. None of this would have been without her. So I do this for you.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's start with it there. I had some questions, but I think it's starting to make sense now. So your Twitter profile, is that the backdrop? Your Twitter with the gold ribs? Is that what we're looking at on your Twitter profile?
I mean, that is part of it. That is something that me and Owl Kid have coming kind of soon. It's a little bit kind of a sneak peek.
Top secret.
Okay.
Top
Yeah,
secret.
it's a little bit secret, but everybody's gonna find out real soon.
Hell yeah.
All
Hell
right.
yeah. Well, let's start there. Let's start with Owl Kid, because obviously heavy in the artwork. And I think for both me and Gabe during the process of research, I like to dive into all of our guests. What was interesting about you is that the digital footprint is so obtuse. I couldn't find anything beyond what I'm looking at in front of my face. So one of the things I noticed on this Owl Kid artwork is that the words "not drugs" appear somewhere in the image a lot, if not all the time.
Exactly. Not drugs, but it's still dope. It is still dope.
Okay. How did you get involved with him? What does your relationship look like? How far do y'all go back?
Ooh, man, me and Owl been cooking up for probably about the last 3 years. That's kind of been how long we've been working on many of these projects that are be coming out. I don't know. I saw his artwork online. He did a cover, he did kind of like a mock-up cover of a Hurt Everybody cover. And anybody knows me, Hurt Everybody, Supa, Kari, probably some of my favorite artists from Chicago. And then I saw Owl did his own version of their cover, and I hit him up and he started working on art with me, and then basically we started talking every day. Literally, I talk to this guy every single day. I mean, we go back and forth about music, and we fight, we argue, but everything that comes out with it is just incredible. Without him, it's nothing. It is nothing.
Yeah.
Word.
That's amazing.
So did you find him through the Superboy connection?
No, I found him on Instagram, and we said him and me, we both love the same music and everything, and just the love and the passion about it. And he's someone who is literally truly just about art. This guy doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about clout. He doesn't care about any of that. If he loves to do it, the passion, he's going to do it. And that's someone who I want on my team all day, every day.
Word.
All right. Well, let's break down a little bit of what we do know about you. You're executive producer of Made Up Records. We found the SoundCloud to your Made Up Records, but otherwise, it's like I said, a very small digital footprint. So, talk a little bit about who you are and what Made Up Records, and then also how were you able to land some of the biggest names in Chicago music? So I want you to start a little bit, tell us some about Made Up Records, and then transition into now your project that's going to be dropping soon, titled Before I Do This.
Yes. Let me see. Made Up Records is basically an idea that I kind of started like 2012. And it just I said, I've always been, in love with music and, different groups, being parts of different cliques and what have you. And about three years ago, I just realized, man, I need to do this on my own. Like, I know enough people. Let's just get this on our own. And that's kind of how Made Up Records kind of started. And, I started working out with James V. I don't know if you guys are, any of his music. He's one of the first artists on Made Up. He's coming out. I mean, we have something beautiful coming. It's ridiculous. You have no idea what he has coming. Prive coming right after him, man. Prive City. This guy, he's a genius. Literally a genius. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard the new home record with Brittney Carter.
Absolutely spectacular.
But man, Prive is just wow. I mean, no records sound the same. I mean, what we have in the bag. I mean, we're gonna fuck up the game. I don't know if I can swear in this, but we're gonna fuck up the game with this shit.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, 1000%. And then, like I said, I mean, I just, I've always been, involved in different cliques, going to different shows, talking to people and what have you. And I just kind of became friends with a bunch of artists. And it's like, hey, I'm started working on this huge, started out with just a Chicago collaborative artist album, kind of where I wanted everybody to kind of come together and just kind of different songs that'd be like, man, it'd be really cool if this person and this person did a song together.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it ever. So, I would just call, one person, hey, you want to do this? You want to do this? And then magic, literally magic.
Yeah. Incredible. And one of the people that, we mentioned a little bit, Prive City, but Brittney Carter as well is on that record. He's friend of the show. Legend, we love her.
Legend.
I call her the queen of this whole shit because she really is the queen of this whole shit.
1000%.
But she tweeted a few days before the release that this next feature that I got coming really feels right. It felt right. The whole process of putting it together, all of this, it just felt right. What does it mean to you when you hear an artist, like when you have an idea like that, like you just mentioned, where you just want to bring people together and put them on a record, and then that happens, and people don't go away and are like, well, that sucked. They're like,
I get
wow,
that.
this was awesome. Like, it was a really great experience.
Yeah, like I said, I remember when Prive sent me that record, it literally right 100% away. I heard this song, I'm like, I need to call Brittney. Brittney needs to get on. Sometimes, it just comes to you. You're like, man, like everybody's so used to kind of hearing Brittney on this type of music and this. I'm like, right. She is so much more of an artist. Like, let's put her on this. And we created a classic with this. I am so proud of this record. It is beautiful. I can't wait to see where this one goes. Video coming soon with this. It's going to be crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it surprising to see? I know you've been posting some of the stream totals on Spotify, and I think you guys were last check, we're up to 60, 70,000 streams. Is that something you expected, or like to see the overwhelming response?
I had no idea that Tell Me Lies was gonna get that crazy, but I knew putting certain artists together. You put Mick, Jenkins, Kari, and John Doe together. Who doesn't want to hear that record? Who doesn't want to hear that record? And that's kind of what my project is all about. And the artists that you're going to see on these next 3-4 projects that are coming out, you guys are gonna shit yourselves.
Let's talk a little bit about Mick. He's famously reclusive. He is hard to get out the crib, first off, and then to get him in the studio with John Doe is a feat in and of itself.
1000%. Said Mick has really blessed me with these couple projects that are coming out. I mean, we probably have about 4 or 5 tracks that you're going to be hearing. Maybe a music video. I mean, things are going to get crazy. I mean, he's an incredible talent, probably one of the best rappers to come out of this city, and I am literally blessed that he has done for me.
So let's get into the nitty gritty of it. So you have your production team that's putting the records together, and you're masterminding and just brainstorming like these artists would be the best ones to feature on this.
Oh no, I mean, like I said, I mean, literally, I am a music nerd. Like, I love music. I love Chicago artists in particular. So it's like, man, I mean, that'd be so cool. You put this person and this person. They have the general kind of same fan base. Like people are gonna love this. People are gonna love this. How come this isn't happening already? If they're not doing it, I'm gonna do it for them.
Yeah.
Is that what it's come to for you? Is like you know, be the change you want to see, as it were? You know?
I mean, that's kind of what it is. I mean, there's kind of like where, you know, I'm sitting back with my friends or whatever. Like, man, there's a certain song that I want to hear. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. So I hit up, you know, hey, you want to be on this? Hey, want to do this? Okay, bam, perfect. We got it.
Yeah.
Word. So with that said, let's talk about this project. Let's talk about Before I Do This. If we go back in your Instagram, and trust me, we have.
Okay.
That the hashtag I do this for you is prevalent for almost about the last 3 or so years. You've been jamming on this thing for a while, especially with the concept, the photo shoot with the mirror, which I want to get into in a little bit. But what is this album mean to you after 3 years of work?
Man, I do this for you. Whew. Like I said, I mean the album, I mean, I do this for you. The name kind of comes for, I mean, I'm doing this for the city. I'm doing this for the artist. I mean, you could almost say that this is I don't want to. I mean, almost like a love album for now my ex-fiance, kind of putting this all out there. You know, I do this for you. Like, there's a purpose. You know, I mean, it's good. There's going to be better days behind this. Like, no matter all the bullshit, the struggles and everything, like, I do this for you.
Yeah.
And that reflection of the mirror, is that a part of it as well? That the self-reflection,
I mean, the kind of thing was, you know, and another part of this, I do this for you. You know, I mean, you're gonna see a lot more mirrors kind of coming up. Is like, who I do this for? Look in the mirror. It's for everybody. It's for you. It's for you. It's for you. Like, I'm doing this for you guys. Like, I'm putting literally my heart, my passion, my everything for everybody.
Yeah. Dude, this feels so much like 10 or so years ago when you would get like a fake short drive or any sort of blog site that was prevalent 10, 12, 13 years ago, and they would sort of, you know, do kind of similar to what you're doing, mixing and matching and piecing people together when they're at the early stages of their career, when it was really sort of easier to do. And it feels like you're kind of like turning back the hands of time and really giving us that nostalgic feel of having these hometown superstars working together, I mean, where you otherwise we wouldn't get it.
I mean, you are kind of very correct. I mean, there's a certain, I mean, especially for the first 2 projects that you heard, there was a certain artist and certain sound that, like, literally I fell in love with, me and my friends or whatever, that, I mean, the passion that all these artists were coming out with their music, that just like, man, this needs to still be out there. Like, this is missing right now. I'm going to do this for them.
Yeah. Yeah. When did you feel like this is, I know you were saying, like, you know, you're doing this for a lot of people, but when did sort of the inspiration, you were like, I got to be the person to lead this because no one else is doing this and no one sees or hears the vision the way I see it. And, you know, when did that moment of, you know, sort of inclination strike you?
Yeah, I can remember perfectly. it was a Christmas Eve night with me and my ex-fiance, kind of getting a little crazy, drinking a little bit, doing a little of that, listening to kind of all our favorite music, and then blah, 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 blah. It just kind of clicked, and I'm like, man, I could really do this. Like, so like literally the next day, I hit up this producer, I hit up this artist, and it was a go from then.
Yeah.
Word. You mentioned in a DM with me privately, which I'm going to share now, that there's a chance feature on the horizon.
We are hoping for that. I am hoping I get that back this month. I mean,
that's a busy guy. I don't want to count any chickens before they hatch at this point. But what I will say is, with any traction there, you've certainly ticked some damn heavy hitters off your wish list here. You got Kari, Mick, John Doe, Chance, Brittney, Carter. Is there anybody left on your wish list?
There are a few. Some I don't want to say yet because maybe it will. Like I said, I mean, I would love a track with Saba. I would love a track with Toby Lou.
You need the Saba, Toby Lou, LaSalle Grandeur record. That's the three.
Trust me, there's the ideas that I have there. I mean, if I get a chance to do it, you're not even gonna believe. Like I pre-planned and pre-thought all this. All I need is them to say yes, and bam, off to the races.
Hell yeah!
So 3 years into this idea, this project, and we're starting to see the fruits of the labor, right?
Oh yeah.
How far are you into it? Percentage wise, are we 75% complete with 25% of maybe we might get some additional guests that will agree to jump on?
I mean, let me say, like I said, we have the first project before I do this, and that is literally right around the corner. You're gonna see 2 more singles, and then that project kind of just got the last song just got finished this week.
Wow.
The last song, Save Me. Oh geez, you guys have no idea. You have no idea what I did. I'm telling you. So yeah, I mean, that album is done. I Do This For You. It is 90% done. It is, I think just 1 too little, just here or there. There may be, I might be holding off for one thing or another. And then like I said, there's 2 other projects. There's I Do This For Us, and then I Do This For Me, all coming.
Wow.
Coming. If you would have known how many songs I have ready, like I've been working.
Four projects of songs, people think about that and they're like, wow, it must have been really hard to put together 4 projects. But we interview so many artists on the show, we realize that 4 projects worth of songs is 4 projects worth of songs times 5 amount of work, or to the power of 5 amount of work. Sometimes.
Like I said, it's been very stressful, kind of just thinking this and planning all of this. And and there's sometimes where we're going like, okay, this song really doesn't fit this. Like I said, literally Tell Me Lies was on I Do This For You to literally maybe a few weeks before we put it out. Sometimes it's just, okay, this sounds better here, there, or whatever. And it's just a beautiful thing.
I love it.
How's it feel to see it getting picked up by Lyrical Lemonade, Biko at Vocalo? It's starting to like gain traction in the city and with the publications and the independent local radio stations, and people like tagging your name. It's like, because really like there wasn't a lot of activity with your name before this moment.
I am so blessed for coming. Like I said, I've been working quietly for years, but kind of knowing that, man, I am kind of sitting on some gold right now, and people have no idea. But I just know, and like my time is going to come, and once I start releasing it, people are really going to know. And like I said, you guys are all going to see in the next few years that I've been working. I said I can drop songs for the next few years and not even, just saying. I'm just saying.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I am so excited for what's coming for the future. But with our last time left here, I got a few fun questions. We like to have a little fun at the end.
Okay.
You have been putting out a lot of tweets about, people don't really make love songs anymore. People don't, they don't dive into that realm as much these days. And I was curious, what makes the perfect love song to you?
I mean, the perfect love song for me is it has to hit you in the heart. I mean, and that's kind of where I'm coming with a lot of my project is like, I don't want to make all these big, pop hits or whatever. Like, I want to make the songs that you're going to feel. And like, that's what's important to me. That's always what connected to me. So that's kind of what I'm going to give out. And like I said, I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, it's all about love. It's all about giving back. And that's what I'm going to do.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Another thing, obviously, Hoofy F Baby is the name that you go by on socials, at least on some of the socials. Famously, Lil Wayne changes that F to stand for whatever the fuck it's going for these days. I'm curious, does the F in Hoofy Baby stand for fur? And if it does, what is up with the coat, man?
Oh, the fur coat. Oh man, that's just another side of me. That's another side of me. And I mean, that coat, you have no idea. I mean, that coat has probably got me some cool features that you're gonna see coming soon for just me walking out with that. Shout out to the gang. We have cool things coming.
Is that a motif for you, the wolf, or like?
I mean, sometimes I'm just, I have to do a little bit of this. I mean, there's something about it. There's something about it.
Okay. All right. Last one is a little either or. We like to do a little either or.
Okay.
Produce a great song or create an incredible painting.
Song all day.
All day. All right. Collab or go it alone?
Collab. It's always about bringing everybody together.
Got to collab. Love it. Love song or club banger?
Love song. I mean, yep, all day. You already knew that.
Yeah, you definitely kind of answered that one earlier. Giant cat or wolf? It could be any kind of cat. You really could, from a leopard to a lion. Pick your giant cat.
Okay, wolf, easily. Come on, you see.
All right, and the last one here, obviously from your name, there is some Wayne influence. Lil Wayne or Chance the Rapper?
I mean, I'm gonna.
I don't want to mess up any ongoing deals.
All day.
All right. Those are good answers. I like that.
Before we get out of here, Dan, you tweeted everybody on the same boat trying to cross that ocean. I ain't riding no waves. I'm just going through the motions, and we definitely got a piece of all the work that you're doing independently and with your team over at Made Up Records. And we're fascinated by the frequency of these records and how great they are. And we look forward to, before I do this, and everything that comes out from it. I don't know if I'm more excited than anything than what you guys have cooking out and when it drops. I'm really looking forward to the next thing that you guys do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate you, Dan, joining us, Hoofy Baby, here on Weekend at Gabe's. Go put those records into your live Tummy Lives and home on all digital streaming platforms right now. Go run those numbers up. Dan, thanks again for joining us. We look forward to seeing you more in the future.
Thank you. Thank you.
Going, man.
All right, Dan Hofman, a.k.a. Hoofy Baby, joining us tonight on Weekend at Gabe's. Man, listen, I am absolutely honest when I say I am looking so forward
I was
to this
so
project.
Nervous going into this interview. I don't know, maybe nervous isn't the right word, but I was just, when you do the research and you can find nothing, the interview could really go in any sort of which way. And I can't stress to the public enough that, like, part of doing the research is getting some concept of who this individual you're talking to is. And there was none of that for Dan. there was just none of it, which is incredible in this day and age that there can be no digital footprint of you online. But what an incredible human being! What an incredible series of projects, and what incredible output! Like it's going to be a Hoofy summer, clearly.
Man, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna run it up, man. I can't imagine anything topping with Chance. And then, I mean, they obviously have a great knack for choosing fantastic talent and pairing them together with these recent releases. So I'm excited to see what's on deck and what's in store. So we'll keep our eyes and ears out for that. All right, let's preview Thursday night here on Weekend at Gabe's. We're gonna have one of the hardest rappers and the friend of the show, I Am God. He has a new record that's out, and I'm really excited to talk with him. It's been about a year and a half since I chatted with him early last year. And then we have Low Artists joining us.
Yeah,
as well.
Low Artists from the West Coast, friend of the show, Claire Bryant, put me on to her music. So we're excited to get into her. She is not only releasing new records, she has a new music video out, but is also performing in a musical next week in Los Angeles. So we're going to get into a little bit of acting, with a little bit of music, with a little bit of video, and a lot of bit of fun. And in general, Weekend Gabe, we are going to do 3 things. And what are those 3 things?
Listen, America, we share, support, and show love. And also follow us on these socials at Weekend Gabe, at Weekend at Gabe's, The Real Sam Crane, and The Ghetto Flower. And that is our time, America. We are done on this Tuesday night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your Wednesday. And we'll be back here on Twitch TV at 8 o'clock Central. Tell a friend. Bring a friend. We're here. We're for you.
We're here for you. Before I do this, we're here for you.
Exactly. All right, America, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for watching the latest episode of Weekend at Games on YouTube, brought to you by The Ghetto Flower. Make sure to also click on the links in the description for more information to our guests and access to exclusive new music from The Ghetto Flower and so much more. Make sure to also like and subscribe to the show, and also continue to share, support, and show love by clicking on any of the links surrounding my head. Thanks for watching.